Yeah.
Going on to Zangief now, his far heavy punch knocks down on hits.
I think it's just a heavy punch, the far one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see no use for that, because anytime that you can far heavy punch someone, which does like 140 damage, you could SPD them.
I don't know how you're gonna use it. Yeah.
There's no way to use this move. I mean, it did get better in AE. It does hit some crouching attacks now, so you could use it as footsies, but it's a really, really slow move, and if your opponent has really fast attacks and has good footsies, there's no way that you can just spam it without any repercussions. You're going to get punished for it. On to Guile now. He is getting slowly inching closer and closer to his super version, but not there yet. He's not as strong as the super version, but now his flash kicks do 10 more damage each.
The close one. Yep.
Yeah, it's quite good.
The flash kick into the Ultra 2 now deals more damage as well. It do 50 more damage, although the Sonic Hurricane doesn't change the damage, but if you do it off a combo, it's 50 more damage.
Yeah, so but it's still not that great of an Ultra combo. I think Guile is one of the few characters that has two useless Ultra combos. Ultra Combo 2 is so...
in Super it's good.
Super is awesome, because the start is great and the damage is terrific. In AE, it's the slow startup and it just tickles the opponent. No one really cares getting hit by it. And they haven't really changed that. And of course, Ultra Combo 1 is really hard to hit. But one of the good things Guile has is his upside down kick, which gets better and better with each iteration. In this beta version, it's going to cause +5 on hit. And that's going to give Guile his first, believe it or not, his first and only 2-frame link.
Yeah.
Every other link that Guile has is a 1-frame link, for example, from low light punch to low medium punch, or standing light punch to standing heavy punch. Those are all 1-frame links. And you have to be precise with it, you have to plink. But now, with this upside down kick, when you hit the person, for a frame trap, you can get, +5 or even plus, like 8 on counter hit.
That's a good thing, because Guile wasn't supposed to be it's not supposed to be a technical character. So you shouldn't have that hard combo links. So it's a good, for Guile users.
Now you played Dhalsim in Super. What do you think about his AE 2012 beta changes?
Okay, I think there's one good and one bad. Well, like the light punch into the EX Yoga Flame. Okay, maybe people think that it's not very significant, like you can combo it, but who's gonna use that? But the main thing is, because it's a combo, it becomes a block string. And Dhalsim got no block string up near. Like with the 3-frame move, like slide into Yoga Flame, slide into Yoga Fire, or backlight kick into Yoga Flame or Yoga Fire doesn't...
All those in the middle can be interrupted by a reversal.
There's a gap because it's not a combo. But now this is a combo, so you can probably use it as a pushback. As a pushback to push your opponent away. Standing light punch into Yoga Flame. So that's the good part. And Yoga Blast is, of course, like it's better, like the recovery is better, like from 45 frames in -10, 35 frames recovery.
They just made his Ultra Combo command easier, but no one's gonna use that Ultra Combo anyway. On to Claw now. His Bloody High Claws, UC1, his Ultra Combo 1, can now combo after a Cosmic Heal. And this was almost impossible in previous iterations, unless you had like special, you hit him on the tip, you hit him in the airborne state. But now you can do it as a combo. It'll probably be very difficult because you have to store your charge, but it is possible in beta version.
I think I tried like half an hour with my friend, and he got it once, and he got against Dhalsim, like he was floaty, and Dhalsim was jumping as well, and we finally got it, I don't know, I think it's useless, it's too difficult to do it, so you can forget about it. It's not really that pleasant.
EX Sky High Claw has a better hitbox now. It's going to hit your opponents for the full hits. Sagat, I'm confused about this buff. I'm probably going to be maining Sagat in 2012. They say that his crouching medium punch now has a better hitbox. It no longer whiffs on certain crouching opponents. But you and
I've never seen it.
We've never seen crouching medium punch whiff on anyone.
Yeah, like not even once. I never ever seen
I'm thinking maybe it's the hits Blanca or Hakan when they're doing their little coward move and they're lying on the ground. Maybe it can hit that low. I'm not sure.
Okay,
what about Dictator?
Dictator, heavy kick, like additional 10 damage.
Yeah.
That's a shallow one. And Sea Viper, of course, the air burning kick now does 10 less damage. Doesn't really change the gameplay, you know. Just a little bit of thing.
All the setups are still there as long as they do not change the frame data for the move. Really, this character's design has not changed at all.
It's still good. And Rufus, I think, this should be the way Rufus should be. Like, they buff the target combo. That the second hit doesn't whiff on opponents like Chun-Li or Ibuki. You know, like when you do the target combo on them when they are crouching, the second hit will whiff. So you can't combo. So I think it's fair that they kind of buff the target combo. So you can get full hits in the Ultra one. And definitely the Big Bang Typhoon, the Ultra 2, you can use it as an anti-air. You get 10 hits. It's not a full one, but at least it's better than now. Like, no hits at all. Well,
EX Galactic Tornado on FADC cancel. If you want to squander your 3 bars of super meter, gives you a maximum of +8, which can't really do anything except maybe link into, you know, heavy punch into another
Galactic Tornado.
Yeah, but
3 bars.
3 bars is a lot to do this parlor trick. So we have to see about that. El Fuerte, his EX Guacamole leg throw now has less frames to punish him when he tries to run away. It's one of his escape options. So that's good for him.
But I think it's not significant because it's 3 frames less. It's very slow, so you can still punish it.
Yeah.
Not very difficult. Breathless Abel, I think the difference is not much, you know. I can't really see, you know, maybe like you say, you know, Zangief can do the, you know, when he's do the Ultra 2, Zangief can do the move and move to us. But the problem is Abel can cancel it. So, what a use, I can't really think of it.
You know what, I was thinking the other night, if you just keep on mashing regular throw, what will Abel do? Like, he could try to time it so that he gets you on the recovery of the throw, but a recovery for a normal throw is smaller than command grab, right? So if you just keep on mashing light punch and light kick, he has to take a gamble when to go in and grab you.
That's gonna be funny. I don't know how. Maybe he's gonna react. Like, if he knows he's gonna do the third and the fourth for the second one.
I'm just gonna do that from now on.
Oh, but well, I think if Zangief do an empty jump and Abel do breathless, maybe if Zangief doesn't do anything, you know, he can cancel it into a SPD when he lands. So if you try to use breathless to catch him, it may be a gamble, you know. Abel have to guess if you want to release it to catch your, or he's gonna like charge it and wait for a grab to miss.
He really does have to make a gamble, and breathless is really good against Zangief, so that's gonna change the matchup. Seth's changes seems like, just like with the Ryu changes aimed at towards Daigo, in our opinion, these changes for Seth seem as if Capcom really is picking on Pungo. They're like, this Korean player is too strong. We want to take away one of his best options, which is after the second hit on his Shoryuken, if you FADC it, now Seth is -3 when he does the forward dash.
Only Ponko does the second hit in the FADC, and I don't really see a lot of Seth does the second hit on block and cancel it. Yeah, so this is gonna change Ponko's gameplay in a bit. He can't do the option select to kick confirm it or to cancel it. Like, he only does that from videos that mostly I saw. So it's
this is just like the Feilong nerf where he does the flame kick in the FADC dash. Now he doesn't have frame advantage, so this is gonna make those two characters, you know, significantly weaker.
And -3 is a lot, and Feilong is only -1. So Seth will have a tough time, you know.
I think, yeah.
Akuma
has no changes over from the alpha version of the 2012. I think this character is going to be really good. One of the biggest moves in his arsenal is his standing heavy kick hits on crouching characters for both hits, and he can apply so much pressure on more than half the cast. And this could be one of the reasons why Daigo is practicing with Goki.
I think Goki doesn't really have bad matchups.
No.
Like in AE, you have Yin, you have Yang, but you know, Yin and Yang will be nerfed. So in this version, Akuma will definitely either be a B to A tier, and Daigo is really trying him out. Yeah.
Akuma has after the twins got nerfed, Akuma has no bad matchups, and we know from the previous 4Gamer interview that Daigo really puts in a lot of thinking into who his character is, because he's a sponsored player, he's expected to win, and he's going to pick a top tier character. Like, that's already been said, it's out of the bag. No one needs to question him on his character love or whatever. He plays to win.
Daigo has never picked a character that is really lousy or C tier below.
And this will be good for a lot of new players that just joined. A lot of the older generation got to see Daigo play Gouken when they were playing, Street Fighter 0, 3. But now you get to see him, like 10 years later, playing the exact same character.
Yeah, it will be a really good thing. Let's go to Gouken. Okay, I don't know.
Gouken, let me handle this, because we sort of fumbled it the last time.
Yeah.
Gouken, his overhead attack, his forward medium punch, is now better on every facet. It has a better hitbox. The active frames have been increased to 4 frames, and the guard and hit stun have now changed from a medium attack to a heavy attack. So the opponent that gets hit by this is really frozen in place for a longer period of time. Also, its own hittable hitbox has been reduced, so it's harder to hit him out of it, hit Gouken out of the overhead attack. So, for example, if Ryu is doing a crouching medium kick and just spamming it, Gouken can just go like that, chop his little toes off, and Gouken won't be hit, and Ryu's foot will be bruised.
So Gouken is going to use that as a pussies. Oh.
Yeah. Far medium punch is now special move and super move cancelable, so you can do the far medium punch option select into the medium dash punch, which is going to be really strong. His far medium punch, which was already good, is even better now because the active frames are even longer. Of course, anytime that your active frames are increased, that's going to be a huge buff to you. The move is just going to stick out there. That's 120 damage, 200 stun. It's going to stick out there. It's really fast, very little recovery. Gouken is really going to have really good footsies in this next version. Close heavy kick, I'm not really sure about this, but his active frames have been increased, and his Ultra Combo 2, the Denjin Hadouken, it takes less lever spins on the joystick.
I really think
power.
This is a good thing, because if you have to turn a lot of circles when you do the Ultra, like everybody will be looking at you like you're doing an Ultra. You play Street Fighter, you're supposed to look cool. And you play an old character, it's not that cool already, and you still are turning the joystick like this when you do the Ultra.
I needed 2 hands to play Gouken when I was doing the Ultra Combo. It would just go like that.
Yeah.
But now you don't have to. Your hands do not get tired anymore. Moving on to the second half of the characters, Cammy, her quick spin knuckle, light punch spin knuckle, I guess. The pushback distance has been reduced, and any light attack follow-up that you do is now a true block string. I don't think that's that big of a change, because this move already is quite slow. She's like spinning in the air like a ice skater.
It's not easy to use this move, so it's not that significant. Yeah.
What about Feilong?
Forward heavy kick. It's really far, yeah, but hardly see anybody use it as well. So it's not. Maybe it has potential because you can cancel into super, like you can use it as a pussies, but we don't know. We'll see about it. Sakura, Ryu. The difficulty of the command is now changed. And
so basically the Sakura Toshi, the head smash in the air, the 3-1, it won't come out, and it really does come out when you're doing footsies. You're trying to do a Shoryuken rush punch, but instead the Sakura Toshi will come out, so now there's going to be less mistakes coming out of that. Rose also has the same thing. When people try to do her Ultra Combo 2, the Soul Satellite, sometimes her EX Reflect will come out, and they've since changed that so that there's no more mix-ups anymore. I know a lot of people thought that their execution was poor, but actually it's a bug. So really, this is not that big of a buff, because they're just changing a bug, which should not even have been there in the first place.
Yeah.
And the one buff that she did get is the EX Soul Reflect, which is Fireball, Projectile Invincible up to frame 7.
Is it even good?
It would be great if this was a change across all Soul Reflects, but because you need to spend 1 bar to do this EX Soul Reflect, I don't think it's that good.
No, it's gonna be bad. Yeah.
Tell me something about Gen. School me, because
Oh,
this is going to
man.
be your main character, and he's gotten so many good changes.
I love how Capcom is doing to Gen. It's like, it's one of the characters besides Gouken.
You have to be quiet, because when they hear you, when you're happy, then they're just going to take it all away and find them. But tell me.
Yeah, okay, okay, for the Gen, you know, he's really getting a lot of things. And for now, the EX rolling in the crane stand, you know, he rolls it, you can get a maximum of +8 instead of +6. +6 was, you know, the intention to buff it to +6. But now if the last 2 hit, before the last hit where he do the punch in front, the last hit, if he hits it, you get +8. So you can FADC into a target combo, and that is going to be really damaging, although you're going to spend 3 bar. But I think the most significant one is it gives the opponent more stun, you know, on block. So T-Hawk cannot punish it like with a grab. Zangief cannot punish it with a grab after you do the rolling attack. You can't do a reversal grab, and this is going to be, I think that's really bad. And now it's +2 on block for info. So it's going to be good. And the focus attack is one of the main things that they changes, because the Mantis style now is when you do the focus attack and you dash forward, it's going to be, after a hit, it's going to be even. And the main thing that is good is the crane one, because if you block the focus attack from a crane, it's going to be level as well. And nobody really uses the crane focus attack because the distance is shorter compared to Mantis. So now they give a reason for you to use the crane one, because if you block the crane focus attack and dash forward, it will be level. However, for the Mantis one, if you block it, if the opponent block it and you dash forward, you'll be on negative frames. Yeah, and there's EX Ogre. Okay,
do you use EX Ogre? I've never seen you use it, but what do you think are the possible applications?
I just only use it for mixer, but I'm still not very familiar with it. So I think the really good thing about it is the damage. The first thing, it's like 150 more, I think. And
you get the juggle after that.
In the past, it used to be able to juggle as well, so maybe there's furthermore, but I doesn't know it. But the best thing about this is it's faster now for the hard kick one. So now if Ryu do the crouching middle kick in a Hadouken, you block the crouching middle kick, and you do the EX fly to the wall, and if he does Hadouken, you'll be able to hit him because it's faster.
Really?
Yeah, so because the EX one has projectile invisibility.
Oh, that's right.
Right. So you're able to escape it and punish it. Like, okay, you got a new option. Maybe it's not that easy, but you got a new option.
Let's see if it's fast enough. But that's very interesting.
Yeah, because it's nearly fast enough now. So if it's faster now, it should be. Oh, and a crane style now, the crouching middle kick, which is a really low hitbox. I really love this move, but you know, you can combo it. But now it's more fair because on block, if you do it, it's -1. It's not -3 anymore. Like, people can't punish you when you do this move, because this move is not really even good. But for me, I felt maybe you can use it to crouch under the tiger knee, crouching middle kick to crouch under the tiger knee, and you'll get advantage because it's +1 if you hit it. So that's maybe better.
Speaking of tiger knee versus Gen, I was looking at Amyu's Twitter. He was saying that Gen versus Sagat is going to be 5-5.
I don't know about it in the past because I just started maining it. How is it in the past? Did he tweet it?
He was talking about now in the AE version.
So
but he says that the fight is 5-5 itself, but because Sagat gets a greater return on his gambles, the matchup is slightly in Sagat's favor because the damage output and compared to Gen's 900 life. So that's the only reason why Gen loses. But on the ground, on the footsies level, like, Gen doesn't lose at all.
I think Gen had really good pushes against Sagat. So the new version, okay, forgive me if I say this, but I think Gen may have an advantage over Sagat because of the EX is faster and a lot of buff. You know, after EX rolling attack, you can combo it.
Let me just ask you now, where does Gen? We didn't finish the rest of the cast yet, but where does Gen fall into the tier list for you?
For now, it's definitely like C, D, or even worse, you know, in AE. But the new one, it feels to me like you'll be B to C. You'll be on the average. Not higher than average though, but that's good enough, you know.
It's good enough for you.
The
not
style
for most
is,
people.
I like the style, you know.
Yeah.
I don't play Yun anymore. Broken, but now no longer broken. It's no longer broken, so I only like to play broken characters, or I play the characters